Namaste. This presentation is for educational purposes only and does not claim to diagnose, prevent, or cure any diseases or disorders. The advice and methods in this presentation should not be construed as financial, medical, or psychological advice or treatment. Please seek advice from a professional if you have a serious issue. And if a Chod session doesn't feel right to you, please do not perform it. This meditation contains imagery which some may find disturbing. Discretion is advised. By watching and or participating in this presentation, you understand that results are not guaranteed. Yamajit, John Hollinsby Mayer, Tridevi Chamunda Mandir, and YouTube cannot accept any responsibility for any injuries or damages incurred as a result of the practices and meditations contained in this video. Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and thank you so very much for joining us for our Friday Puja and Satsang. Tonight, I'll be sharing with you a Troma Nagmo Chod guided meditation for the healing of the personal and collective shadow, especially on a national level. I want to apologize that this is a pre-recorded presentation, but I've been having some issues with my signal cutting out while broadcasting live on YouTube, and I don't want that to happen in the middle of this meditation. Thank you for watching this presentation. A couple of quick announcements before we go further. This coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. will be the part 2 of our chakra meditation series. We'll be focusing on the second chakra, or Svadhisthana. And then next Friday at 7 p.m., part 29 of our Fire Puja and Satsang series on the 64 yoginis. And we'll be honoring the yogini Mahalakshmi. So look forward to sharing those with you. Tonight's presentation will be an adaptation of a traditional Tibetan Chod practice dedicated to the Black Dakini Troma Nagmo, also known as the Black Vajra Yogini. This is a practice which I learned through the Buddhist Studies Institute and its Lama, Pema Khandro Rinpoche, and I've shared a version of this practice with you in the past several months ago, but I've recently learned some new materials connected with it. And so there are some additions which I think will further deepen your experience of this meditation. The Black Dakini practice is part of the concise Rinchen Tingwa 3 Dakini Chod, which is also taught through the Buddhist Studies Institute online. And I highly encourage you to visit their website if you're interested in learning Chod or other Tibetan practices for yourself. That's the BuddhistStudiesInstitute.org. So I'm once again going to start sharing with you monthly Chod practices to help in the processing of our shadow issues, that is, our inner demons, both on a personal level as well as on a collective level. As Americans, during what seems to be rather challenging times for many of us in this last month. During the last Republican administration, my guru Nafia of Shiva Sai Mandir began holding weekly fire pujas to the Mahavidya goddess Baglamukhi with the intention of helping to instill wisdom in our leadership. These pujas are continuing to be offered in the months following her death earlier this year. I'm therefore sharing these monthly Chod practices in following her example. Chod has become something of a specialty for myself in this temple. So I'll be inviting you to visualize personal issues personified as inner demons, but Tantra is a non-dualistic philosophy. Everything is connected. So we're doing this with the intention of, through healing ourselves, we are also healing the collective. In his Chod practice book, Into Haunted Ground, a guide to cutting the roots of suffering, the author Anam Tubchen describes the term haunted grounds not just in terms of traditional places to perform Chod, such as cemeteries and cremation grounds, but also families and cultures, really anywhere where the collective shadow might manifest. In Chod practice, we heal these energies not by fighting them, banishing them, killing them, or destroying them, but by honoring them. And we do this by giving them what they most desire, ourselves. This practice will be offered as a guided sound meditation for the healing of body, mind, and spirit, and our nation. For anyone new to this series who wants to learn more about Chod practice, I invite you to watch the previous recorded installments of our Chod practice series that are available on this channel. Tonight's practice will take place in a number of stages. First, a simple cleansing and puja ceremony to help set the mood of this practice and to establish ourselves in sacred space. I will then invite you all to lay down in Shavasana, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. And I'll be giving you the opportunity to think about and choose a personal issue that is in need of healing or resolution at this time. If you wish, you'll also be given the opportunity to visualize your issue as a living being, a personal demon, because those demons are really projections of our inner psyche. And during our meditation, you'll be feeding this demon and therefore transforming it. There's nothing else for you to do. Just open your receptivity and allow the words and the chants and the melodies to guide your consciousness to where it needs to go at the moment. This can also be done as a seated meditation as well, if that's more comfortable for you. Each section of the Chod practice will be sung in English, accompanied by traditional instruments: the Tibetan temple drum, the shang bell, and the kangling or thigh bone trumpet. There's no right or wrong way to experience this practice. What you experience will be unique for each individual. The first sections of our meditation are called the refuge, where we're calling upon divine forces, and the bodhicitta, where we're establishing an intention to instill in ourselves divine enlightened consciousness for the purpose of relieving the sufferings of ourselves and all sentient beings, and that would include the American collective. The main practice is the lujan, or body offering, and it takes place in these stages. The first stage is the poa, which is the ejecting of our consciousness through the crowns of our heads. In doing so, we visualize ourselves as the goddess Troma Nagmo, who you see on our meditational image, standing over our lifeless corpses, which will then be dismembered and offered to our inner demons out of compassion. And this is done for their transformation and their healing. This offering will be served as a single symbolic feast, also known as the Red Feast of flesh, blood, and bones. Following the Chod feast, we will then offer the assembled guests our altruistic love in the section called the Giving of Dharma. Here we show the way to enlightenment to those beings which have now been transformed through this feast. In this practice, our inner demons become bodhisattvas, benevolent light beings. Afflicted energies become transformed into healthier forces, and our enemies become our allies. I'll be adding a short meditational visualization to aid in that process. That will be followed by a short mantra repetition, and finally we'll be closing with some blessings. As part of the closing, I'll also be inviting you into a short silent meditation to rest and to finally integrate the practice. To punctuate certain parts of our meditation and ritual, we'll be using the mantra Pei, which roughly translates to mean crack or boom, and this mantra releases our intentions into the universe. So with that, I invite you to begin the practice. So begin to find a comfortable seated position where you can look upon your screen with a relaxed gaze. Breathe deeply and just watch our opening puja. Jai Ma Troma Nagmo. Jai Ma Troma Nagmo. Jai Ma Troma Nagmo Devi. Om Om benzo krodakali bam harini sahum pei. Om benzo krodakali bam harini sahum pei. Om benzo krodakali bam harini sahum pei. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada Agyam Pratichahum Sva. We offer water for sipping. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada Padyam Pratichahum Sva. We offer water for washing. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada Pushpe Pratichahum Sva. We offer flowers. Om Mahaguru Devadakini Sapadavada Tupe Pratichahum Sva. We offer incense. Om Mahaguru Deva Dakini Sapadavada Aloke Praticha Hum Sva. We offer light. Om Mahaguru Deva Dakini Sapadavada Navidye Praticha Hum Sva. We offer food. Om Mahaguru Deva Dakini Sapadavada Gande Praticha Hum Sva. We offer fragrance. Om Mahaguru Deva Dakini Sapadavada Shabda Praticha Hum Sva. We offer music. Om Mahaguru Deva Dakini Sapadavada Puja Praticha Hum Sva. We offer our devotion. I invite you now to sit or lay down comfortably in a position with a straight back, and make any adjustments you might need so that you can remain still for the next several minutes. Make adjustments to any props that you might be using. Adjust your body. You can certainly move as part of this meditation if you need to get more comfortable, but try to make yourself so comfortable that won't be necessary. And then when you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and open yourselves to the visualizations and the experience. And if you wish, I invite you now to think about and maybe visualize a personal issue that's currently in need of healing or resolution. Something that's causing you stress at this time. And check in with your body, and if possible, try to note where this issue might reside physically. Maybe an area where there's tension, an area that feels cold or empty, or just somewhere that your awareness is drawn to. And this can be a personal focus for the energies generated in this practice. And then if it feels right, I invite you to imagine what your personal issue would look like if it were a living being. Try to personify it. Give it a body, a face, and let it stand before you. This is your personal demon, which will be fed and transformed into a benevolent light being during our Chod feast. So take a moment and try to notice as many details as possible. Notice its appearance, its size, its shape, its color, the kind of skin that it might have. What do its eyes look like? What expression or demeanor? Does it make any sounds? Is it saying anything? What's its gender? And then try to notice any other characteristics. And then take a deep and clearing breath and let the image go for the time being. Relax and breathe deeply. And let the songs and the mantras and the instruments guide your consciousness. We take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and Sangha. We take refuge in our teachers, the Dakinis and deities. We take refuge in the pranic forces and their nature, the enlightened mind. We take refuge in complete openness, lucid presence, and compassion. Pei Ho. Mesmerized by the sheer variety of appearances, which are illusory reflections of the moon in water, beings wander endlessly astray in the cycles of suffering, in order that they may find comfort and ease in the luminosity of all-pervading space of the true nature of their minds. We generate the immeasurable love, compassion, joy, and equanimity of the awakened mind, the heart of enlightened consciousness. Pei. Sentient beings are numberless. We train in order to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. We train in order to transform them. Reality is boundless. We train in order to realize it. The awakened way is unsurpassable. We train in order to embodiment. We supplicate she who overwhelms all appearance and existence with her splendor, Troma Nagmo. We take refuge in our minds, that is the unborn Dharmakaya, the enlightened mind. Jema. 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 Troma Nagmo. Our unborn minds now abandon our bodies and self-grasping, expelled from our hearts into the sky through the path of our central channels. Pei, 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 pei. We arise in a rainbow display as the black goddess Troma Nagmo, destroyer of the inner demons of all conflicting emotions. She stands in a dancing posture, holding a curved blade and skull cup. She wears a necklace of skulls, jewelry, and 6 bone ornaments. Pei. Instantly we become the wisdom Dakini, blue black with 1 face, 2 arms, 3 eyes, and 4 fangs. Our right eyes are red suns, rolling and rolling. Our Our left eyes are crystal moons rolling, rolling. Our center eyes sun and moons rolling, rolling. Our crowns are a blackboard's head, roaring and roaring. Our right hands hold a human skin. Our left hands hold a thigh-bone trumpet. By its wailing sound, gods and demons appear. Apparitional beings of every class arrive. Hong, 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 pay, pay, pay. They gather like goats and sheep driven by hail, like the mist that is driven by the wind. They instantly come and gather here. They are overwhelmed now with brilliance. Now they are overwhelmed with brilliance. Hong, 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 pay, pay, pay. 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 Hong. We are Troma, Nagmo with overwhelming brilliance, commanding all beings with pay, pay, pay. All virtue, all evil doing overwhelmed in the unceasing sphere of influence. All the realms of the universe are pervaded with our great illumination. Hong, 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 pay, pay, pay. 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 Hong, hong, hong. Those who like flesh now come eat our flesh. Those who like blood now come and drink our blood. Those who like bones now chew on our bones. Those who like skins now put on our skins. Hong, hong, hong. Pay, pay, pay. Come like clouds gathering in space. Come like rain falling all of the sky. Come like a swirling dust storm over the air. The meat to eat here is plentiful. Pay, pay, pay. All that is eaten by gods and demons. Whatever you want or need, we now provide. Sounds of tongues on raw meat, dee-ree-ree. Slurping sounds of drinking blood, ho-ro-ro. Sounds of teeth chewing bones, tra-la-la. Cartilage slapping marrow, gypsy-jeeb. Delighted laughter ringing, sha-ra-ra. Russian cururu. Fierce clucking sound, tag se tag, like a vulture enjoys a fresh juicy meal. May you each feast and be satisfied, become endowed with ecstatic rejoicing, becoming endowed with ecstatic rejoicing. Pay, pay, pay. Pay. Alas, here hosts of wanderers, our illusory bodies are impermanent. Ghosts, if you need it, take it all. With it we redeem the karma of all beings. May all previous karmic debts be cleared. May resentment and pollution be purified. May hatred and antagonism be pacified. May you become endowed with enlightenment. Having become endowed with enlightenment, may you realize an excelled awakening. May the wishes of all beings be satisfied. May sentient beings now awaken as Buddhas. May all sentient beings now awaken as Buddhas. Hong, hong, hong. Pay, pay, pay. Pay, pay, pay. Pay, pay, pay. Uncontrived, self-reflexive wisdom awareness arises in the form of one mother, Troma Nagmo. In our hearts, red Vajrayogini in dancing posture with a hooked knife. In her heart, white Prajnaparamita, the Buddha of wisdom, in meditation posture. In her heart, the blue hung syllable radiating light rays out to all sentient beings. All the power, blessing, strength, and ability of the Buddhas from their wisdom body, speech, and mind qualities and activity gather in the form of a mass of light and infuse into all of us. Then that light radiates back out to all sentient beings. Negativities, obscurations, suffering, habitual patterns are purified. Their impure appearances are suddenly destroyed, and they mingle indivisibly with the three Kaya Dakini's wisdom expanse: the physical shell, the subtle body, the causal body. All samsara and nirvana merge into the limitless sphere of great bliss and emptiness. All appearances become the celestial palace of the unsurpassed absolute reality. All of existence becomes the nature of the black Vajrayogini Troma Nagmo. All sounds are the mantra's sound, like bees whose nest has been broken. All of appearance and existence moves and vibrates with her wisdom. Ah, ah, ah. Benzra Krodanyana Kali Bamharini Sahung Peya. Ah, ah, ah. Benzra Krodanyana Kali Bamharini Sahung Pea. Benzra Krodanyana Kali. 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 Bamharini Sahung Pea. Breathe deeply and imagine yourself as infinite black space filled with planets and stars and galaxies. Om Benzakrodakali Bamarini Sahum Pe. Om Benzakrodakali Bamarini Sahum Pe. Om Benzakrodakali Bamarini Sahum Pe. Precious and sublime divine consciousness, where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it has been born, may it not decline, but go on increasing further and further. Pay. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings experience happiness and its true cause. May the fruit of this practice be to accomplish the highest benefit of all beings and all things everywhere. May all beings everywhere experience the joy, clarity, dignity, and fearlessness of peace. And may all beings everywhere have peace. I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath, letting go of the meditation and allowing yourself to just simply rest in a place of stillness and silence, letting yourself integrate fully the experience of this meditation. So I invite you now to take another deep and clearing breath and begin to bring yourself back. Hear the sound of my voice and any other sounds that are in your personal space. Take a deep and clearing breath, just letting go any other elements of the meditation. Feel the floor beneath you. Feel the clothes that cover you. Feel the temperature of the air on your skin. And begin to slowly move your fingers and toes, your hands and feet, your arms and your legs. Maybe give a little stretch. And if you're lying on your back, when it feels right to do so, I invite you to roll over and lie on one side for a little while, continuing to bring yourself back. And then engage your arms and your hands to bring yourself back up into a seated position. And slowly bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And focus on your heart center and feel that Divine Mother's presence within yourself, knowing she is with you always to guide you. And take a moment to give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice, knowing you can replay the recording at any time whenever you want to do this meditation again. And just be open to the subtle effects of this practice in the next few days. Interesting dreams, sudden flashes of insight, just receiving the right information that you might need right now, maybe handling yourself in a situation a little bit differently from how you might previously. But just be open to appreciate those subtle changes. And then finally, I invite you to open your eyes. Namaste. Blessings always, and thank you so very much for joining me. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma, and thank you. Oh, sorry for the bright light from the window there. But, if you would like to share your experiences of this meditation with me, please feel free to message me at my channel, or you can always email me at omcdevi, AUMCDEVI, @gmail.com. And I look forward to you joining me on Tuesday, 7 p.m. for our meditations on the second chakra. As always, please take some time for some quiet contemplation before resuming the day's activities. And once again, thank you so very much. And Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di.